the studio. Running. Live in the studio, coming at you like Rey Mysterio. Whipping up kicks like Bruce Lee. You really thought he was the baddest? No, that's me. I'll kick you in the knee, we don't play around here. Cooper Man plays podcast, knock your socks off, raise the roof. Like Messi with his lefty, down the wing. Don't mess about or anything. He always delivers like Amazon Prime. He's on time. He's always on the grind, a big stepper. And he also does the webinars for me. Yeah. So whatever. Yeah. Keep on, please. Studio. Running. Live in the studio, coming at you like Rey Mysterio. Whipping up kicks like Bruce Lee. You really thought he was the baddest? No, that's me. I'll kick you in the knee, we don't play around here. Cooper Man plays podcast, knock your socks off, raise the roof. Like Messi with his lefty, down the wing. Don't mess about or anything. He always delivers like Amazon Prime. He's on time. He's always on the grind, a big stepper. And he also does the webinars for me. Yeah. So whatever. Yeah. Keep on, please.
Good evening, folks. We are here. I am here. And you are here. We're all here together on a bright blue bus. Let me get my focus right. There we go. Yeah, is that right? Why did that go off? No idea. That's weird. But yes, we are live. I am live. We're all live. Everyone's live together. Let's get back. Hello, folks. How are you all doing? How is everybody? No, I'm not seeing Joe tonight. These me Jeffrey Dahmer glasses on tonight, folks. There we go. I'm a bit yellow tonight, aren't I? I'm a bit yellow. Mark Harrison is scheduled stream. Thank you, Mark. So you should. You sat next to me. But yes. Anyway, how are we all, folks? I'm here. Everyone's here. We're all here. My right man's here, Mark. Let's have a look with Mark's here. I think Mark's done something really, really impressive today. I think so. He was saying he's done really something impressive. And Callum's here as well. We'll get to him in a bit. But Callum, you won't believe what Callum's done today. It's unbelievable. It's that meant, right? I don't even believe it myself. It's going to be shocking. What Callum's going to say today, it's going to be shocking. So here we are. Hello, Mr. Harrison. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
How are you? Let the lights settle a little bit, and we're nearly there. It's quite bright, that, isn't it? Bring that down a little bit. And I'm a little bit too dull. I've got the wrong one on, haven't I? Let's get this sorted out now. Where is it? Oh, wrong one. Which one is it now? Which one is it? It's that one. That one. That's it. There, isn't it? That's better. Oh, I'm a bit lighter now. How are you, Mark? How are you, mate?
I'm very well, thank
you. Well,
you.
not to anything exciting?
What did you say I've done today?
I don't know. You tell me, mate.
You said I've done something amazing today, haven't you?
Yeah. What have you done today?
I went scuba diving.
Did you really go scuba diving? Oh.
Yes, I went scuba.
Oh, you make it up for the stream?
No, I went actually scuba diving. Yeah, I'm being serious.
Sorry. Okay, go on. So tell us about your scuba diving experience.
It was the first time I've ever went scuba diving. My brother took me.
Is it your first time? Did you get his ash back?
No, he's still away in Cyprus.
Okay.
My brother took me.
Okay.
Because he knows places. I don't know where we went. He wanted to take us, but my brother was in the army for nearly over 20 years.
Yeah.
So he knows. He's done it all. Do you know what I mean? So he took me there for the first time because I've always been pestering him about it.
Yeah.
And it was a fantastic time. I really enjoyed it. I never went scuba diving with the fishes or anything like that. It was just in a pool.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you've never been before, sometimes that's how you kind of learn.
Yeah. He said
he
wants me to learn first before he's gonna.
I was really lucky. I learned in Cyprus.
Oh, okay.
I learned scuba dive in Cyprus, and then when you get the bug for something, I got my bug. So I got my paddy, which is so I can I can't remember what I can do now, but I think when you first begin you can do up to 20 meters, and then when you get to that you can go out, you can go sea, you can go into the sea.
Yeah.
That's your paddy 1, paddy 2, paddy 3, paddy 4, what have you, and then it goes and it changes something else, and then it goes. When you get to 5, I think it goes instruction.
I thought it was really. At first I had problems with the.
Well, it's weird.
Respirator because
weird,
I was getting used to that.
Well, it's breathing and you're not breathing, but when you finish,
when you go underwater and then you use it, you're not used to it.
It's weird, isn't it?
And it messes you up a little bit. But yeah, it was.
You probably, and especially you do panic a little bit.
I do get very nervous.
I would imagine that it was like really, because my lad was scared shitless. Let me say,
it was very nervous
when we first did it. When he first did it, it was very. It was hard for him to get used to it, and he had to have his own instructor to help him.
The instructor really there and stuff.
Well, he did it.
He said
really good.
He kept telling me to try and relax, your high heart rate, stuff like that, control your breathing and stuff like that. It's hard. It's hard. I know.
Oh, yeah,
you're never in danger in those environments.
You can be. Well, not in them environments, you're not. But
no, because out at sea is totally different. But in those environments, you never. But it's still the thought of being underwater and the thought of you going deeper than you usually go, and you're in there longer than you usually are.
It would have taught you the basic stuff like bring your arm out, and over like that, swap it
all
around.
that.
If you lose your I got you. Yeah.
It's very it can get very disorienting.
Of course it can. But what's you wouldn't have even like adjusted yourself either, would you? Because you wouldn't have gone deep enough.
No,
Where you have to blow out your ears to.
no, I didn't. It was nothing
But
to like pressure
mate,
or
honestly,
anything
man,
like
keep
that.
it up, man. It's
No,
brilliant.
yeah.
You'll absolutely love
It was
it.
like, you know, it was,
I
the
loved it.
tank was
I loved it a lot.
a deepish tank. It was
Yeah.
nothing special. You
Where
know,
was it at?
swimming around. I don't know. I never paid attention this time. Usually I'm good at keeping directions,
Right.
but this time it was quite early in the morning, so I wasn't
Got
really
you,
fully
got you.
awake.
But it was.
He never really
how
told
far
me.
away
Well,
was
he
it?
has told me it was a few. It was about coming up nearly 2 hours drive.
Oh, right.
motorway.
It's quite.
So
quite
it was
probably
quite out
Yorkshire
there,
area
nearly
then, is it?
around that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I
near
think there's a
probably
big one in
near.
Burnley.
I was going to
somewhere.
say near Burnley or something like that.
There's a big pond in Burnley,
Yeah.
but I would love to go. I mean, unfortunately I'm not well enough, but there's some places in the world that have these indoor centres for
Yeah,
scuba.
if anybody's,
It's unbelievable.
I know that he has told me on Messenger.
Yeah,
I just, I can't for the life of me remember this time what he was called.
of course, mate. So anyway, bring us on. We have our little fella here, my good old mate here. I think this is the right one, number 3. If I press the right button, it should work. It should be cool. We have got Mr. Mole. Hello, Mr. Mole, and there we go. He's a bugger. Wait on, I can't hear him at all. His audio's gone off completely. I can't hear Mr. Mole whatsoever. Wait a second. How's that? Are you there, Mr. Mole?
Hello?
There we go. We can hear you now. How are you,
hear me?
mate? You okay?
Hello.
What are we up to? Let me put this on
I'm
so I
glad
can
you.
hear you, mate. Just a minute. Oh, everything's tied up. There we go. Wait a second. There we go. No rush. Hello, Mr. Mole. How are you? How are you doing?
Good man, you?
What have you been up to? Anything exciting today?
First of all, I went Burnley.
Yeah. Somebody kept trying. I saw somebody there in a thong.
What was you doing in Burnley?
Yeah.
Well, I saw somebody in a pool there. He was this guy. He had a thong on and he had a shark thing on his back. He kept swimming around,
That
nibbling my
sounds
bum.
like something Colin would do. Definitely, Colin would do something
Kept
like
going, shark's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Nice dick.
that. Nice.
Shark's gonna get you.
Was you scuba? Was you naked scuba in then or something? Was you naked
Callum
scuba?
was.
Oh, right, okay. So, no, anyway, Callum, what have you been up to? Tell us more, mate. Tell us what's been going on.
Just catch up with some old friends. They went out on a bit of a drive.
Where did you go,
Just
mate?
pretty much.
Anywhere exciting?
B&M's, South Shore, Mackey's in Fleetwood, from near Bisping.
The Macca's in Fleetwood. I don't think. Oh, yes, I've been to the Macca's in Fleetwood. Yeah, it's good. It's all right there, isn't it? It's good. It's good. So you had a drive, didn't you, with your mate? And you went out?
Yeah.
Because Callum's been getting out a lot. Callum suffers a bit, don't you, Callum? You don't mind me saying, do you? But Callum suffers a little bit, but he's doing brilliant. He's this week. I think he's been out every day this week, which is brilliant. We're going to get him to touch a tram.
Yeah, we're getting out
That
a lot
is
more.
the big accomplishment is we're going to get him to touch a tram, aren't we, Mark?
Touch your tram.
We're going to get him to touch a tram.
Yeah.
Then we're
No,
going to
no,
get him
he's
to open
saying
his
touch a
eyes. No, I'm only joking. No, he's doing very well, actually.
It's all like this right now.
It's what, sorry?
I thought you said tramp.
Tram. No, not a
I
tram.
thought you said we're going to get him to touch a tramp.
He's touched a few tramps in his life.
I'm not touch tramps anymore. Apparently, that's illegal.
Yeah, you're not allowed to touch tramps anymore now. He tried to do his. He did actually try to do his charity, but they stopped him from doing that. It lasted basically an hour, and he got banned. He got remanded,
Hey, it's a good
and
idea.
he's not
all right.
allowed near any homeless people anymore ever again for the next 10 years until it comes up in court again. It's actually that bad. They're going to do this.
We need to build a wall.
That's what
Around
they're going to do
and
around
it has
Callum.
to be built quickly.
That is bad. Don't forget,
They've
folks.
got here Islamic effects.
That's true.
Don't forget, you can
Call the show right now on 01253 670202.
Callum's mic tonight is very intermittent. The sound is there's no feedback or anything like that. It's just a little bit intermittent at the moment, isn't it? It's funny that it's a bit weird. What I'm hearing, that is, unless am I hearing it wrong?
Well, you hear it different than
I do hear
than
it.
we do.
I always do.
You're
I
more
hear things
you're
very
more
different.
sensitive to the
I'm a
sound than we are.
sensitive person. I'm very sensitive.
You are very sensitive.
But it's been
as well.
good. A bit of love going out today for Venoms and his daughter's a bit poorly,
Oh.
so I hope she gets better very, very soon. That would be nice. So that's the first bit. That's that one done. I hope everything's okay. I was talking to you before. He only did a very short stream tonight, Mr. Venoms. Very, very short indeed, which is not like him. Very, very strange that is actually
Well, his daughter's sick.
his stream. He usually streams for quite a bit longer than that, but he didn't, which is one of those things. But I
Well,
hope
his daughter's
everything's
ill.
cool.
You said his daughter's ill.
His
didn't
daughter's
you?
not. I hope his daughter's fine. Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
be spending time with her.
That's what he's doing. He's spending time with his daughter, and that should be really, really cool. We hope everything's all right and everything's good, and he gets better, and she gets better, and everyone's a winner, and it's all good. I popped in a couple of streams tonight, lads. I popped in Kaiser 99s. He was having a little stream. He plays a lot of FIFA. And that's what he did. But with no further ado, it's always funny on a Wednesday. We've got a lot of good topics to talk about later. But when we fill up a bit, we've got some good topics. Topics?
Hot topic.
Do you remember Topics? What has an hazelnut in every bite? Topic. It's great.
The candy
It was
bar.
a chocolate bar.
Yeah, the candy bar. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, no, it's a chocolate bar. It's not. It's
Oh,
not a
chocolate
candy
bar.
That's Mickey. China Wright. Hello, China Wright. How are you today?
Hello,
Are you
China.
feeling better? I've not seen China for a bit on the
Yeah,
old
it's been a while, hasn't it, since
on the old
China's been
Xbox.
around?
And that, you know, on the old. I've not seen China for ages. But anyway, moving on. This is going to blow your mind, right? 25 people were arrested in Germany, right? In raids for far right activity, who were plotting a coup.
What?
And there's been more arrests over Austria and Belgium.
What kind of coop?
Coup to overthrow. Basically,
The
a coup is to. They was trying to get sort out to overthrow the government.
Yeah. Did you
In
say
Germany.
Belgium and Austria as well?
Belgium and Austria, yeah. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to, like, you know, overthrow the German government. I mean, that's a bit. And
Why
it's
though?
far right.
What's brought this on though?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
There has been talks. It's because they're against the new woke environment which we all live in. That's what was one of the things that they were.
So you're
upset
telling me
about.
that the Germans are trying to overthrow the government because it's too woke?
And vegans. I think
And
that's got something to
vegans.
do with it. Vegans, yeah. I think they're after vegans and the woke. They're very anti-woke. That's what I think.
You just
Some
want to
really
talk.
shit
You just
reason
want,
to overthrow a country.
you just want to talk about wokeness. That's all.
I don't know.
Innit?
Wokeness. What's it all about? Well, it's stupid, isn't it? It's silly. I mean, right. You know why Netflix money has gone up? Because all the films that they've made recently have been woke films, right? Woke series. They're all woke. Everything's woke about it, right? And people have stopped watching it, so they've had to put the money up because they can't afford to pay for these films. So they've lost a lot of money. So what you don't realise is you guys are now paying more money for Netflix because all the films and
Netflix
series that they put on is just bombed out.
Netflix was going to
Crazy.
do that anyway because Netflix numbers have been dropping for years.
Yeah.
They've been dropping for years, so they were going to do some kind of like ad-based subscription eventually.
Do you know, like Disney? You know how much Disney? Do you know how much money Disney's lost?
$1 trillion.
Cool.
They've lost over 50 billion.
What in
50 billion.
Like Disney as
in rights
as
to
in
as
a brand
company.
or like the movies or
No, as a brand, it's lost. No, sorry, my fault. Sorry, 5 billion.
But
it's lost.
how much did they make a year?
Well, this is right. What's happened is people have stopped watching a lot, and a lot of these films are getting really, really bad publicity and really bad write-ups, and the reviews are terrible for them. They're just sick of it because, right, none of the films now make any sense. It's just silly. It's like in the 80s, 90s and 2000, you know, around that time, films made sense. There was a reason you could go, oh, that's a possibility, even if it's fantasy.
I suppose
Now it just nothing. It's just silly.
I
it's
do
just
like
a woke environment. It's silly.
I
Yeah.
do
Making
like. I do
sense,
like
mate.
it. I do like what Disney do with Star Wars. I didn't
Oh,
like. I didn't like the
yeah.
last movies they made, but
No,
I like the
no.
Mandalorian and
But
stuff
the
like
originals
that.
are the best.
But I can see some people getting
5,
a
and
bit
6, they're
upset
the
with
best
like
mark.
Marvel. Marvel's Phase 4 is coming to a lot of criticism
Yeah.
this time around. So I can see people dropping off and not watching all those TV shows because usually it was like watch this movie's come out, it's this movie and this movie, and
Well,
the
it's funny.
the anticipation would build up with those movies. But now they've
Yeah.
been doing TV series, and a lot of people are just
Yeah.
not that really interested in watching all these TV series.
It's not about just. It's about how they start and where they get to. That's the problem.
But I think
People are expecting, like with Willow, people are expecting, oh, Willow's great.
well,
Got a hero and all that shit. He's so woke, right? It's so woke. Willow. I've watched quite. I'm quite up to date with it now. It's so stupid, Willow. It's ridiculous.
well,
the storyline is just makes it's ridiculous.
on that point, yeah, because I've watched every Marvel's TV series so far. So me and Tammy watches them all the time. When we watched the previous one, which was She-Hulk, yeah, and that was. People say that was pushing the message, right? About and it's fine. It's She-Hulk. It's meant to be about a woman who can overcome stuff, yeah. But there was a scene in it where she was speaking to the Hulk, right? And she was going, the Hulk was like, you need to control your rage. And she was like, don't tell me how to control my rage because I do it infinitely more than you all the time. And I'm like, wow, you get catcalled by some guys, yeah? And some guys say some mean things to you and you think you do it infinitely more than the Hulk. That guy's been through some shit, mate.
Yeah, he's seen some shit, man.
He's been through some shit. Do you know what I mean? He's watched his friends die. He's been blown off planet.
Yeah.
He's been mentally dealing with this guy internally, the Hulk and Bruce Banner, his whole
Yeah.
life. Everybody around him's pretty much dead. Yeah, and she's like, and then she's like,
He's had to put up with terrible
she's
sequels.
like, I'm better than you, yeah, with my rage, yeah, because some guys catcall me
Yeah,
and
it's silly, innit?
and say
silly.
mean things to me.
But what channel's that on? That's Disney again. Disney, right? What's right when you write a story?
I can't blame I can't.
Oh, I can blame the writers of Disney.
Because at the end of the day, it's the director.
Well, they were the ones. No,
that's
Disney,
like Marvel
Yeah,
department
yeah,
of Disney.
No, right. See, what happened was Disney, right? They have this massive department, right, which is called DIE, the DIE department, which is I can't remember what it actually stands for. I'm sure someone will tell me. If someone looks up quickly for me, it's the DIE, right? I can't remember what it means. It's equalness of rights of different kind of genders and all that. It's really anyway. It's that, right? And it's just ridiculous. It's gone so mad now that they've decided what would be a great story is to get two teenage girls who act like, okay, they're lesbian. That's not the That's not the point, though. I'm not making an issue out of that whatsoever because that doesn't matter, right? But Disney makes sure that you know they are. That's what I'm saying. That's not an issue, right?
Well,
but what they do is they're king of another kingdom and their queen, right? Who's there? Who is, if you've watched the original film, okay, she's like one of the main characters. She's like a good fighter anyway. In the original, she's brilliant, right? Val Kilmer hasn't.
Val Kilmer,
he's not arrived yet. I don't know what's happened with him. He's left her, so that's already right. Already right. We already know now. The first, basically right. They've put it right. So the first 10 minutes of the series, right? The strong white hero of the last film is a twat.
I need a hero
Because he's left her and buggered off. So they're quite forceful telling us that straight away, right? So basically, the white straight guy is not bothered anyway. He's thrown away. He's not bothered, right? So the only person next is the white old guy, which he gets killed straight away. Spoiler alert, right? So we're basically they think it's a great idea that they send two adolescent teenagers, right? One's a twat, a pain in the arse, and the other one is a black warrior, okay, who wants to become a knight, right? Color, sexuality makes no difference. That's not what I'm being what about. That makes no difference whatsoever as far as I'm concerned, right? But they think it's a great idea to send them two, okay, and a really wet, I think he's an Indian guy who was supposed to be marrying the princess, but she won't marry him because she's a lesbian and they want to do an arranged marriage, and he's just a waste of time. And his dad, who's the king from another kingdom, says, "Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You go and you join them and you help them." And he's absolutely, man. There's more like attack in Louis Spence. Let's put it that way, right? It's horrific, right? It's stupid, and they send one old guy who's a really white old guy who's absolutely like must be about 90. He's about to die in a week or two anyway. He looks terrible, right? And that's it, right? And a guy who we found in the prison underneath, who's been kept there for years. He's a big like Asian black guy as well.
So
they've sent them to go and you've not heard the best bit, right?
okay, go.
They've changed the roles, you see. So
Okay.
who do you think is the damsel in distress? It's the prince.
Right.
The prince gets taken, right? He gets taken away and held hostage. He's help me. He's a womanizing single white dude, right? So they're already facing so they're all bad people. So he's been abducted by the bad people, and they go off to save. Now, as they're walking out, the two girls, the old dude and the black criminal, who's going to probably become a hero, right? And they've got the other guy who's a complete wet lettuce. He's an Asian-looking gentleman, young kid, and he's just like, oh yeah, everybody be peace and all that stuff, right? They walk past an entire army of guards, right? Thousands of guards, and they go off to save the damsel in distress, which is the prince. He's just basically shagged his way through the whole kingdom, basically, and he's deemed this twat, right? And that story, it's okay, it's cool, right? But why none of it makes sense? It's stupid.
Well, I can.
It's a fantasy. I get that, but every fantasy you've got, there's a bit of logic to it, isn't there? Batman fights right? If Batman wouldn't go out and fight an whole army of fucking hundreds of people, that's why you've got where Avengers, all the Avengers get together and fight an army.
Team up to defend the world. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's not Iron Man going out there. That'd be stupid. It wouldn't work.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah.
So this is stupid. This is just none of this makes sense, Mark. Stupid.
I can understand
so woke,
Disney being all
I
inclusive.
think they're trying to do one of them like hero adventure movies, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine.
I
Fine.
understand Disney being more inclusive. Like I said, I would love to see more movies about with gay heroes or transgender heroes, or I don't mind it as long as the hero or the protagonist is a good protagonist that I can get behind. Doesn't matter about the sexuality or what they. It does not bother me at all. Yeah.
There's a really good article.
What annoys me, and I'm going to go back to She-Hulk as well, because She-Hulk is the one movie, like TV series I've watched there where I've been like, okay, they're trying to do something. There was a guy in it, right, and he kept saying, he kept speaking to women like, and this was written by this episode was written by a woman, I think, and there was a guy in it, and he's like, he's speaking to She-Hulk, and he's like, there's a woman over there, I'm going to go talk to it, and I'm like, who talks like that?
You wouldn't say that. It's been written. It's stupid, isn't
this is my problem. Like, this is my problem. Like,
Mate,
I know that there's shithead guys out there,
absolutely,
but the majority of people you see, is not going to call a woman it.
No,
he's not going to go. There's a woman over there.
It's like the 1% of guys who do it, and everyone gets pinned as that.
Yeah. And then there was this scene in the bathroom where she's crying, She-Hulk, and all these women come in and like straight away and they're like, hey, I have my makeup, you're okay. And I'm like, that's not what happens in a woman's bathroom. Trust me. They're worse than the guys. See, that She-Hulk, Cooper in the toilet.
It touched me. Callum, what are you doing in the toilet? Get out.
Cooper's the woman. Cooper's the guy.
Squad, yo, how are you doing, mate? How you
Cooper's
doing,
the guy. Do
Ben
you know?
Watkins,
Do you know like
in
you
the
get in
house.
toilets where they sell spray? It's just you in a wig in the
It's
women's
me in a wig.
toilet spray.
Let me spray something on you. Ooh.
But,
How are you all? All very
yeah,
well, mate.
good.
Glad to
That's-
see you, Ben. Glad to see you,
That's the one show that I can be like, it feels like they're shitting on men a little bit.
Ben. What are
in
you up
this.
to? I'm streaming. Mate.
Also, Charlie's Angels.
We're talking about, well, yeah, that's
Charlie's Angels was another one where
Let's
they're
not
like,
even go Charlie's
men,
Angels.
men are
because-
horrible. We don't need. Even
Yeah.
the director even came out and said,
Yeah.
you know, she's this
Stupid.
extreme feminist kind of like
Crazy.
it's
mad.
far left
But
kind of person.
what the big thing about Disney is, I can't remember what the film was called, but there's been a film come out. Ben's not
You're
good.
ill, Ben.
We
You
hope
got
he's
the
all
snip.
right,
You got
mate.
you got a
has
sore
got-
throat and
he's
stuff like
got-
that.
I'm not being funny. He's got a cough like that's what his
Like a
cough sounds
wolf.
like. It's terrible. Terrible.
You're on the
Terrible.
doctors yet, Ben?
Yeah, you might need to go to doctor, man. If you're not that well, you need to go to doctors, buddy. Right, but there was an article that I was reading this article and I saw a couple of videos about it, and the bloody name of the program has gone completely out of the effect. Right, there was a lot of complaints about there's a children's film came out, right, and it was a film. I can't remember the film or series, right, and it was kids. There was kids in the film, right, and the main two. The main two leads, it was about a boy having a relationship with another boy, right?
Okay.
So that is, it was about a gay young man who was about 10 or 11 coming out, right, and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
okay.
having a boyfriend, and the parents were like going, what the hell's going on in the world? Because, I'm not being, I don't mean this to be horrible, but I don't think parents don't need Disney to educate the kids.
No.
That's for parents to actually do that, I
get
think.
that. I think
And there was a lot of complaints about it. There was a lot of complaints about how they did that, having to go home and explain, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing,
I don't
Mark,
think like even
but
I
it's
don't
like,
even think
don't need
teachers
to do
in
it.
a way
Teachers, schools shouldn't
like
even do it.
I don't. Well, they should support them, but I know that I've heard some stories that teachers have tried to push their
There's
kind
been a
of
lot
like
of-
weird.
I
I'm not
saw a
saying,
great cartoon, Mark.
Yeah, but I think if you're a young man or woman and you're confused, the best thing you can do is just be open to your family and friends
absolutely,
and get
yeah.
the support. It is hard though. Yeah,
I'm the one out of obviously three who's closest to being younger.
yeah.
I remember when I was a teenager, you know, like you don't want to speak to your parents about.
No,
stuff
you
like
don't.
That.
Hi,
It's-
Wolf from the
it's
Cup, mate. How are you
also-
doing? Everyone say hi to Wolf from the Cup.
It's also
How are you
a
doing, Wolf?
very, like I said, I can't experience it myself
Good
because
to see
I've
you.
always been a straight male. But I do have friends who have told me
Sure about
stories that how difficult it can be to try and explain it because it's
yeah,
not
man.
something that
Absolutely.
because you don't know how people are going to react. And like I said, it's,
I've
it's
got to
hard.
make it clear though, Mark. I've got to make it clear that none of us here are homophobic, racist, or we're nothing like that. I am a million miles away from that. I'm nothing like that whatsoever. I don't believe that. I don't think. You know what I mean? That I am honest, and anyone who knows me will say that. Far from the facts. Absolutely right. But I do believe that things like that can't be dealt. That's parents.
well, I think
Parents
people
and families and things like that. It's not a case for Disney.
people can be whatever they want to be, yeah, and you
Absolutely.
shouldn't be afraid to hide it. I know it's very hard.
Definitely
It's
not.
easy for me
No.
to say that, and it's very hard for some people because, like I said, not everybody's as accepting and understanding in this
I mean, it's
world.
2022, man.
But what
It's
my
nearly
problem is,
2023,
and
man.
I
We
said this
don't-
before, and I think Callum
Sorry,
agrees.
don't do
It's when you get a young person who's confused about their sexuality, and then
Absolutely.
you've got people trying to push their
Oh, yeah.
agendas.
That's not fair.
That's my kind of like because I've seen
That's
people.
not fair, is it?
I've seen people videos where I've seen teachers be like, "Well, young kids come up to me and ask me, and I'm like,
and they're not sure.
even if that's true,
They should be just but
kids,
they're too young.
kids,
You know.
kids, like kids under like 5, like you don't start like your body doesn't start to change until you're in your teenage years.
Well,
You don't
exactly,
start to
it's
get
teenage
sexually
thing, isn't
active
it?
until
Yeah,
your teenage years.
absolutely,
So that's when I
absolutely.
that's when you really start truly discovering yourself.
Yeah.
Kids under that age are
And
not
if you
interested.
teach,
Yeah,
your parents or
yeah.
yeah,
If
or,
it,
or the
Very much
media
so, yeah.
yeah, if a
makes you
little,
feel,
yeah,
makes you think a certain way, it could be damaging.
yeah. If a little boy
I really
wants,
do. I think Callum's just hits it on the nail on the head. The media can be so damaging.
well, I think
pro and against. That's
I
a
think
problem.
it's the media.
I.e., if you like in our country, Mark, right? See, if you watch Sky News,
Yeah.
it's very, very different to watching GB News. Because GB News has got a bit of a right-wingy kind of like approach to news.
Well,
and things
the
like
kids
that,
are not
where
interested in the
Sky
news, are they?
isn't. But it doesn't matter. That's
Yeah,
where it
there's gonna be a
starts
lot of
from.
kids watching this.
No,
Yeah.
no, I know kids don't watch the news. I get that. But it doesn't really matter. That's where it starts. And that's where things get put onto bloody things will be then put onto Facebook. Sky News will go onto
Yeah.
Facebook then.
I mean-
that's what I mean. I know kids don't watch
Look
Sky
about
News.
look
I
at
don't really watch
look at
Sky
those
News, you know
parents.
what I mean?
Look at those parents
You
who
know?
killed their child because they were vegan. So
Fucking
they
mad, isn't
didn't
it?
want to give it. They wanted their child to have a vegan diet,
Crazy, isn't it?
and the child
Forcing,
needed.
it's just the same, forcing
Yeah.
their views on
Crazy.
someone who has
Yeah.
no choice.
When you force your views on somebody else, especially kids who've got spongy brains, it's very dangerous. Like I said, like when I was a boy, I used to wear my mum's high heels, right? When I was a boy, right, I used to wear them. It's just because it's not because I wanted to wear high heels. I just thought they were funny looking at the time. Do you know what I mean?
I know
Yeah,
there's going to be a
these are
big
funny-
announcement tonight, Mark.
The-
but
well, yeah,
we've gone. This I wasn't expecting
Well,
this
no,
announcement, mate.
it's no. That's what my mum used to tell me, right? And that's
What did she used to tell you?
what she said. I used to walk around in high heels because I thought they were funny.
Oh no, I did as well.
Yeah.
I mean, right, perhaps I should.
When
shut now.
if a kid wears a dress, like if a small boy wears a
I
dress,
feel like
yeah.
you're both wearing high heels right now.
I'm wearing
Yeah.
high heels right now,
Well, if a boy,
and I don't care.
say if a young boy,
Yeah.
5, 6 years old, wears a dress and says, "I love this dress," that's great. That doesn't mean he wants to be a girl.
You know something? I was in
That
Venom did a stream tonight. Yo, Venom's great guy. I was in his stream tonight, and your bloody camera, Jesus Christ, your camera. I think your camera's woke. I think your camera's anti-woke
It's
and
no,
it's attacking us
it's
through
not.
the woke
It's not
environment.
woke, mate. It's broke.
It's broke, not woke. No, I was in Venom's stream before, right? And a guy sent a message in there, right? And this is the kind of environment that he has. This is kind of like the people that watch his stream and the little Venom family that he's got, right? He said, the guy sent a message in, I prefer the smell of perfume than aftershave. And then Venom says, what? Do you mean to smell it or to wear it or what kind of thing? I can't remember exact words we're saying. And he says, well, I like the smell. And then Venom
Yeah.
says, well, that's because this was a lad. He said, well, that's because when you prefer the smell of, because it's soothing, like the perfume smells soothing, it thinks you're a
Well-
lady and all that stuff. And then he said, what, wearing it
Well,
or
even
smelling it? And he said, I'm pretty sure, he said, wearing it. So Venom's like, well, what do you think, kind of chat? No, it's weird, isn't it, right? So I sent a message saying, man, whatever, mate. I said, mine was like, whatever you like the smell of, who cares? What if you like it, wear it, and that was it. And
Well,
it was, and that
yeah.
was, and it, well, and all the people was they were like saying, yeah, man, that's cool.
Well-
So what I'm trying to say is, we already live in this environment where it's okay
Well,
anyway, so we don't need.
the thing
it.
is,
we don't need to
the,
be.
thi-
pushed
the
this
thing is,
agenda.
if he wants to wear
Stupid.
women's perfume, good for him. That's his own personal
Yeah.
preference. You know what I mean? If he likes to smell, like, no one should be judged on what they like and what they like
no,
to smell
absolutely not.
like. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely
I know that some people be like, "Oh, you're wearing women's perfume," but then they should just be like, "Yeah, and what? It's not harming you. It shouldn't harm anybody else. I like the smell. People who know me like the smell. Get on with it." Like,
There's this
that's
big
fine.
thing, right? I think what the problem is now, we have all these different like gender stereotypes now. These you
yeah.
know, it's and it's
Well,
confusing.
yeah, I've-
like if you're a young kid, I think it's very confusing. I think Wolves hits it on the head, right? You can be a boy or a girl. It shouldn't be about that. Like, I'm a human being, and okay, I'm a boy, but I might like to wear.
No,
bloody
yeah,
dress.
that's understandable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What? So
and
what? Who
I
cares?
get,
Don't matter.
and I get that, but I think
Don't
when
mind
you're
it.
when you're a child at that age, you don't.
Yeah.
It's like
That's when it comes confusing, isn't it?
You see these parents who put stuff online saying, "Oh, look, my kid, they've got a boy who's like, let's say 7, 8 at the most. He likes playing in his mum's clothes or play." And like, "Oh, look, I've got a gay son. I've got this. I've got a son who I think wants to be a girl."
mad,
And they
isn't
do
it?
it for attention.
Crazy.
The parents do it for attention. I
Yeah.
mean, online, you see it all over. Now, if in 10 years, maybe more like 8 years, when the kid's like, a young adult, 16, and he says, "Mom, I think I want to be a girl," or
Yeah,
vice versa.
yeah.
I want to transition.
Yeah.
Acceptable. I understand. Good.
Yeah.
That's that kid's choice. But when she's putting it out there for her friends,
Oh,
yeah.
her family, and the
100%,
girl to
mate.
see, saying,
I think
"Oh, my
yeah.
kid's this."
I think
know,
yeah,
like,
that's just
You kind of putting
yeah.
this kid in a box, and not
I
because
think-
now he's gonna get this thing from his family.
Yeah, you're pre-deciding
that's,
what is
that's
is,
really good,
is
Callum.
sexuality.
The way that you put that across, Callum, that's pretty the most simplistic fault.
Yeah.
The easy
It's fine
explanation of it,
because
man. You know what I think?
it's
Mark?
like children and money. Kids do this all the time.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
want this, and you can turn around and go, I don't have the money, I can't afford it, we can't get it, and they still go, and why is that? Because kids don't understand the concept of money.
No,
they
so
just
how can
No,
understand
they
I
the
mean,
don't.
I know some adults
They
that
just
don't know the concept
They
of
just
money.
they just don't. They physically they just don't get it, right? They don't have a
yeah.
bank. They don't own money. They don't get it, right?
Absolutely.
It's the same as It's the same as the
Sexuality
sexuality.
and gender.
I'm not. If like
Did I
it's
miss
like
that?
Callum
I
said.
missed that.
If my son, say if I had a son.
Jeff Grundy, thank you so much for following. Really, really good
Yeah.
of you. Thank you so much.
Say
Thank you.
it's
Thank
like
you.
Callum said. Say if I have a son and he wears a dress and he says, "I want to wear this dress." I'm not going. You need to wear jeans. If he wants to wear it, he can wear
Absolutely,
whatever
man.
he wants. Yeah. The older he gets and he's still wearing it, I'm not going to take it off him. Yeah. If he turns around and goes, "Don't like this dress anymore," fine. If he turns around and goes, "Dad, I like this dress. I want to be. I want to wear dresses all the time."
Wolf's spot
I'm going
on.
to support that regardless
so
of what
wise
happens,
about
because at the end of the day,
kind of stuff, and he's really good,
he's my son, whether he wants to be a woman, whether he wants to be a man.
He's still your kid,
going to
he's
be
still
my
your
kid
man.
at the end of the day.
He's still your kid.
But when he's a child, I don't think it's like Callum said. I don't think people, and this goes to a minority of people. Like I said, this is a very small minority where
He's getting bigger though.
you
He's
get
getting bigger.
extreme
He's getting a
parents
lot bigger now.
who are pushing their extreme agendas and
Wokeness.
views on children, and I just think that's not very nice.
We need to get.
Children are so innocent and pure, and
We need to get a sound right now.
instead of being like, oh, what sexuality is he going to be? I'm going to just educate him. Let him be the next. If he wants to be the next president of the United States in a dress, who cares? As long as he's educated to be the next president of the United States.
Absolutely. Don't matter if it's a
like
man, a
kids, yeah.
woman, a man who wants to be
Who
a
cares?
woman, or a woman who's become a man, or a man. Who
cares?
Who cares?
If
Who
there's a
cares?
transgender president who wants going for the election and a male going for the election, if that transgender is more
equipped,
more
Well,
perfect, you vote for them and you
probably the
you
wrong
stick
word,
by that.
equipped,
Well,
isn't
you
it?
know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably the wrong word. Why is it bloody camera? You little
Yeah.
swine.
Like I
It's a
said,
bugger,
it's
innit?
no problem. It's just, with all these...
Yeah, of course it is.
It's
mate.
like you said,
Mine, innit?
Cooper, you kind of see more and more of it.
It's getting to the
And
point where
it's getting a
it's
bit...
silly.
I do
It's just silly,
kind
man.
of feel... I do kind of scare for the next generation of...
I mean, the generation
children,
Z at the moment, Gen Z. I mean, they're bad enough. You know what I mean? They're fucking bad enough already, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? They're
Do you know what I'm
like
looking at? I'm
outrageous,
technically a
aren't they?
millennial.
Hey? No,
Looking
you're not,
at
mate.
that. Mate, I was born in 1999. I'm technically a millennial class.
You are as what's it as they come, mate.
Hey,
I'm
don't
telling
jump
you
on
that,
my
mate.
train, bitch.
Yeah, mate. Get
Hey,
lost on your
I'm
bike.
sick of him dissing me, bro. He's in that.
I'm not dissing
He
anyone.
hates...
generation of,
You and your
oi,
woke
oi,
environment.
Cooper can mask it as much as he wants. He hates Gen Zs.
I don't hate anyone. I don't hate any of this. I don't. But Wolf of the Cup, he's got it bang on, man. Person be a person. Don't assign to what they think. To
Yeah, let
what
him be,
you think
let
they
him
are.
Be, let them be who they want
Let
to
them be who they are.
Yeah.
That's it. You're absolutely bang
Let them
on,
be who
mate.
they want and fully
Absolutely
support
bang on.
them. It goes for the opposite. Do you know what? It goes for the opposite way as well.
Oh, it does absolutely,
because
mate.
you get
Absolutely.
some people on the opposite side who are like, you know, they'll have a son, they'll be like, I want to wear a dress, and they'll be like, no, get out of that dress. You're a boy, you need to be wearing jeans and be a man and do this. And I'm like,
yeah, man.
you don't, you know what I mean? You just need to
Yeah, man,
support
dude.
them and just be well
that is
educated and
true,
make
man.
sure they've
It's
got a
true.
good future.
It's absolutely true, mate. It's absolutely true, mate.
Yeah.
It's so true. Like,
It's extreme on the other side.
Funny enough, a friend of mine prefers the smell of perfume as well. You know what I mean? Like old person, lots of laughs. Like old, I don't know what that means, but thank you very much. I'm not an old person. You know, we've not heard from anyone today. We've not heard from that particular person who gets mentioned nearly every stream. Their name has not been mentioned yet. Who knows when it could be? But I've got a new.
Ben Small.
Oh, you did it! Why'd you spoil that? But I've got a new thing for whenever we're here woke now. This is what we're gonna. We've got a couple of things. We've got this one.
Shut up.
Or this one.
Shut up.
Or this one. There's an agenda there. There is. It's crazy, man. But so that's why. So don't be surprised, right?
No,
if your
just
bill goes
before
up.
we go off topic.
Go on.
I just want to say with this do you know woke thing? I think what it is right, yeah, is until let's say really 2000s onwards, these people, yes, they were accepted before then. You know, being gay, straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, all the the different sexualities.
Yeah.
And then with the even though gender is different, it's still in the same classification for them. They're still all in the same community. I think that the fact of the matter is now these people actually have in the current society we live in, they have a say.
They have a
And
platform, you
some of them
mean?
might go overboard, but but they're accepted to actually have a say. Like even though before the 2000s, like it was accepted, it wasn't accepted on the scale it is now.
Yeah.
These people
No,
might have been
absolutely
able to.
not. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
It was more like, let's say, a backroom gay. Do you know what I mean? It was in the
I
background. It wasn't.
I don't think so.
You wasn't
Because
loud and proud.
yeah, but I don't think that's true at all.
I think they were. I think they've always been loud and proud. I just think.
Yeah, if you go back,
right,
I think and you watch some of the films, Mark, and you Callum, some of the film because I watched Warwick again because I watched the series and
I'm not saying,
I was surprised. I was
they were
really
like- I'm just
surprised.
saying
No,
in
Cal, hold on a
comparison to
minute.
today.
Yeah.
Right, you know how people go, oh, there was no black people in films, there was no gays, there was nothing like there was no, it was so unwoke in those days. And I say, go and watch bloody Warwick, and you'll see the cast. The cast, man, it's so multicultural. It's unbelievable.
I think what Callum
More than what you'll ever
Callum's
expect.
trying to say, I think it goes beyond just movies. I think
Yeah,
they're on a bigger platform now.
Oh,
in
of
terms
course they are.
and they
It's
should.
not like everyone can speak their mind.
Yeah, they
Of course-
should be
of course
able
you
to,
can. There's nothing wrong with
100%, and I absolutely love that. Like I said, you don't just get you get extremes on all sides. You get
Absolutely.
extreme, extreme people like I only like white people. I hate
Well,
colored
that's
people.
stupid. That's stupid.
But yeah, what
That's
I'm trying to say is,
daft,
you get extreme. You got the gay community, then you get like extreme. Like I'm gonna push my agenda
See, that's
on
what's
you.
wrong.
I hate, and then you get it on the other side where like I hate. I'm gonna push my agenda. You shouldn't like gays. Blah blah. Blah. You get extremes.
And then it goes and it crashes in the middle, and that's what makes the woke.
That's
thing
just
outspoken.
that's just-
That's where I think that's where it deems from, Mark.
that's just what it is. Like I said, as long as people are not influenced by these extreme on either side
think people are, though, mate.
who are
Yeah.
spitting out misinformation and pushing their own personal agenda.
I think people are.
It's like, do you know what? I find it quite funny, right? And I had this experience, right, with a flat earther once, yeah, right? Because he was saying to me, the Earth is flat, the sun spins around in a circle, right?
Can
And
I just answer 1 second? Hold on a second. It's here somewhere. Wait a minute. A special message for you if you're listening.
Holy shit, you're stupid.
Yeah, right. And he was going, the Earth is flat, the sun spins around it, top of us in a circle, right? And I said to him, I said, well, if that's true, how do we get one was, how does the sun set? How does the sun rise? It goes beyond the sea. And the second one was, when you see a boat, the perspective goes further and further. It drops down the horizon. It doesn't just disappear. You can see it going down the horizon line, right? And refraction, they just totally get away with. They just totally cancel refraction. And I was like, if you explain that to me, if you're saying it's above us, and you can explain it dipping down beyond the horizon line, then I'll be genuinely curious. And then he was just like, "Fuck you, you're stupid, you're an idiot. I don't fucking like you." And then he left.
That's what you get. Yeah.
This is my extreme, like. This is my, like, people who are that extreme, who will push their agenda, but when they're questioned about it, they're spreading misinformation.
Oh yeah, even if as I agree with that guy was correct, still,
yeah. Like, here's the thing. Like, if he could give me a valid reason, yeah, I would be like, okay, I'm genuinely curious. I'll accept anything.
Oh no, mate, I'm a flat earther. I can give you a reason, right? Right, so what happens, yeah, is this big guy in the sky named Gandalf, right? And he has a little sheet, and he puts it over it at night and takes off in the day.
Just a guy who changed the bulb. Just a guy on a massive ladder.
Yeah, it's like a bulb, yeah. Honestly,
What, Gandalf?
Just flicks the switch.
I think that's the wrong film.
It's actually Gandalf's flip-flop, but still, we
Gandalf's
refer to him as Gandalf, as tree flat earthers, flip-flop,
I think
You know what I say?
I think the flat Earth theory.
Flat earthers get exactly what won't get, and vegans.
I think the flat Earth
all I can
theory
say,
is
just
one of the most dangerous
You know
communities
what
out
we're
there.
going to do, mate? We're going to
We need to build a wall.
from them
And it
idiots.
has to be built quickly.
They are
That's what we need to do,
because they go to the next level. They make up their own. Another one about flat earthers. Yeah,
They make up their own maths for it. Did you know that?
This is one of the funny things about flat earthers. Yeah, they get a baseball, right? They throw water on it, yeah, and they'll be like, "How does the water of the earth? How does the water not fall off the earth? Yeah." But when I put it on this basketball, it all drips off. And I'm like, well, you're comparing a basketball to the fucking earth, mate.
Holy
There's a bit of a
shit,
difference
you're
in size.
stupid.
Basically, gravity.
Yeah. The earth spins like 1,000 miles a minute or something like that. I don't
I know it's a bit ridiculous.
yeah.
I think it's
A
over
day,
that.
sorry.
I think it's 100,000 miles. It's very fast.
Look, you should have said to him, look what happened when I drop this baseball, it goes down. So the water that's on our planet goes down, not up.
Yeah.
It don't float around, it goes down because of the gravity.
It's like saying when you travel on a car or say you travel on a car, you jump up on that car, yeah.
Right.
You don't just the inertia takes you, right? Which
We're starting to look at
when you
relativity.
jump, meaning
that
when
is.
you jump up, you are matching that speed of that vehicle.
Yeah, it's relativity.
And
It
then
means
that
to put it in a dead easy term. If you're on it's your perspective of where you are at the time of movement. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well,
Put it in a clever way. I can sound dead clever. And go,
well, the
"Oh,
inertia is going to
but
keep the inertia is
in a
going to
dead
keep you
simple
going,
way.
right? And
Hey,
they
count to 7, don't forget that.
this is the
Say
thing.
again?
This is the thing with flat earthers.
I can count to 7, I'm clever.
Yeah, he can count 7.
Some of
Can't
them-
count 7, so we're not stupid on here.
Some of them believe in gravity. Some of them believe that we live in a dome. Some of us had roast beef, and some of us have none. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
What's roast beef got to do?
no, I was like 3 little piggies.
Oh, right, okay. 3 little piggies. There were 5, weren't there?
5 of them, yeah.
Because there was 4. Because the last one went wee
They-
wee wee
they
wee all
can't
the way
even-
home.
They can't even fucking decide what their
'cause he
own
wouldn't get on a
theories are
tram.
right.
Oh, we've got a call. We've got a call, guys.
Is it a flat earther?
I don't know who it could be. Let's find out who it is.
It's Damo.
Hello. You're through. Anyone there? How are you doing? Let me just get you back onto here. Just
Can
one
you hear
second.
me?
Hello? Hello? Who's calling, please?
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Who's calling, please?
My name's Pete. I'm calling from the United States of America.
Hello, Pete. Wow, that's a long way to be calling from the United States of America. How are you doing, mate? How can we do for you? What can we do for you? How are you?
I'm doing all
Are you a
right.
vegan?
Am I a vegan? Excuse me?
Okay, so I'll take that as a no then. Okay, you're
No,
not
I'm not-
a vegan.
I'm not
How
a
are you?
vegan.
How are you? I
I'm
don't
a-
mean to be horrible to you. What would you like to talk about, sir?
Well, you guys have the Unwokening. You guys are anti-woke because we got a big problem in America with this woke stuff. And I'm curious if that's what you guys are referring to. Are you guys against this woke stuff or what?
Well, I think we kind of are. Yeah, I think.
Well,
yeah,
we think it's.
I think there's too much of it at the moment. I think there's too much
I think
wokeness
it's
in the world at the
I
moment.
think it's gone too far.
I think we're at the
Oh.
point in the world now where it's basically nearly 2023, and we are past the point of where we have to be so woke, because we already are an accepting world already. So why it doesn't need to be forced on us? That's all. That's what I mean, and that's I don't know. Would that explain you, Mark, as well? Is that?
Well,
In
it'll be
some
good
ways,
to
they do
get.
go too far.
It'll be good to get the caller's view.
Yeah, that would be
and
great.
his
Let's
perspective,
let's
and
have
then we
your
can
view about
discuss
it,
further
please.
from there.
Well, I think that it's safe to say that if you go woke, you go broke. And I think that's safe to say that businesses that choose to go woke are all going broke and they're all going under. And I will admit, that sort of is a lead into my new hit single, Go Woke, Go Broke. I am a country music artist. My name is Patriot Pete, aka my name is Pete Clinton. I go by Patriot Pete.
Oh, okay,
and by the way, no relation to the Clinton crime family. By the way,
That's hey mate. Tell me about it, man. She's got so many bodies buried under there, man. Absolutely, man.
So you guys are bloody English, eh? What about
We
Brexit
are.
and all that?
Brexit, mate. Brexit's knackered, innit? Brexit's over, man. It's stupid. I don't know what. We were promised something and we didn't. It wasn't delivered, mate. Boris was a bummer.
I think that those guys you got are they called Tories?
Tories, yeah, conservatives.
Yeah. How come
It's like
they're
Trump.
all? Yeah, you know what I noticed is they don't even mind just sort of saying we are rich and we are elite and we are better than you. That we don't get that much in America. They sort of keep that under their hat a little bit.
I think you do a little bit. You do a little bit.
No, but they keep it under their hat a little bit. We know it's the case, but in England they're actually literally just like they don't even care. There's that guy named Reese Moog or something.
Mog.
That guy is.
Smug.
That guy is. How is that guy actually a real human being?
He's actually
Anyways,
crazy.
Regardless,
it's so true. So true. He is.
The key is you go woke and you go broke, and I just wanted to do that.
You're right.
Introduce my new
You're right.
single. Go
No,
woke
mate,
and go
listen,
broke.
when you
Song's
do it-
gonna play- well, hang on. The song's
Send
playing
it
now.
me.
No, it's done. Our part's over. We got to play the song. The song's playing.
Where's the song?
Where's the song?
If you send it me, we won't hear it, you see. It won't come through. You need to send me the copy of the song, mate.
He needs to sing it for us live now.
Why don't you sing it live for us now, Peter? Have we lost Peter? I think we might have lost. We've lost Peter. We have lost Peter.
Wilson!
He's gone. He's gone. I'm afraid Peter's gone. He's left the call. We have lost Peter. I think so. Or have we not? I don't know.
Tell him if you're still watching, pal, stick a link in the.
Put your link in for your new. I don't know what the hell's happening. I've got no idea. But all I can say is.
Stupid! It's stupid! It's a stupid game! It is! It's a stupid game!
I'm sure it's a great game.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3. Yeah, it's just us 2 in the call.
Yeah, it's just us two now. So no problem. If you are about, sir, let us know about your thing and coming through. I think we've got a visitor in. Who is it? Is it Jean the Queen? Or is
Oh my God! It's a special appearance.
Jean the Queen has made a special appearance, folks. We have Jean the Queen. Come and sit down, Jean the Queen, in your chair. It's all there for you.
Do you want us to switch these
Your mics? Probably.
Because they'll be on there, your eyes.
Yeah, just turn the one directly over the top of her, Mark, I think. That one, and let's see how that happens. I think we should be okay. Yeah, you've missed it. We had where Peter from America was in. I don't know.
Peter sounded like a really good time.
I actually thought it was Lewis. Steve. I thought it was Lewis.
That's a good American
for a little
accent
bit.
if it was.
And I thought, God, that's really good, Liz. You're doing really, really well.
He's not here anyway.
Where's Lewis at?
Fleetwood.
Is he at Fleetwood tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's fishing in Fleetwood.
He's fishing in Fleetwood. There's something fishing in Fleetwood. That's all I can say. But we are joined by Jean the Queen, if you want to. Right, just bear with me, folks. I'm just going to sort out Jean the Queen's stuff. Mark's going to take over. Go for it, Mark. Let me just move this one big one.
No,
We'll go
yeah.
to you, Mark.
I think.
You're there. Go for it, Mark.
No, yeah. I was just, what were we talking about last just then? About what was we on about, Callum? What did you say?
Hold on, what? woke stuff, but we was kind of got. I think we was going kind of off it, weren't we?
Yeah.
One of our-
I don't know if I've not got too much else to say on that.
Tell us a bit more about scuba diving. What was it like?
Wet.
Probably quite a bit wet.
Yeah, very,
Was there
very
a lot
wet.
of water.
It was just in a hot tub, mate. You know, little half a foot shallow hot tub. Just me and a scuba there.
Oh.
Yeah.
You full on edge walking into a swimming bath.
Yeah, and then Amaranth came in and said, "What the hell are you doing in my house?" So I was like, "Oh, better get out of here quick!" Running down the road like a penguin with my flip flops on. No, but it was good. It was good. If anybody ever says to you, "Do you want to go scuba?" Whether it's with
I'm terrified of water.
Well, so am I. I'm more afraid of the water than I am of the sky. Do you know what I mean? Like I prefer to be up in the clouds than on the water. Either one of them are, you know, like I said, if you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean, the chances are, you know, if your boat goes under, the chances are you're not going to end well. I suppose you got more of a chance of getting rescued by another boat than getting rescued by another plane in the sky.
Absolutely.
I suppose.
Right, let's see if we can sort this out, shall we?
Just an extra plane just comes and picks
Jean,
you up.
Say something to Mike, please.
Hello.
Again?
Hello.
Yeah, a bit louder. Again?
Hello.
Again?
Hello.
That's better.
Hello.
You're going funny, then. You're going weird, wasn't it?
Is it me?
Hello.
That's the one.
Okay, let's see if we can get it working. Here we go. Let's go to me because I'm the most important. There I am.
To me, to you.
Hello, guys. I'm very important. I'm here. Okay, right. We're going to see if we can make it work. It should be that one, and it should just work, and it does.
There she is.
But we need to grab hold of that. Oh, that's not too bad. Jean is that. Jean the Queen is so famous now.
She's too cool for us. She wears
She has to wear
shades.
sunglasses now. That's how cool she is. That's mad, isn't it? Let's see if we can find Callum's name because we weren't expecting this. Oh, that's the wrong one. We don't want that one. And we've got Seaway Squad there. Oh, Trace Dragon Slayer. He's in Fleetwood.
He can be Dragon Slayer.
You can be Dragon Slayer if you wish to be, but you can't be because there's only one Dragon Slayer. Oh no! Mark's been killed. Oh no! I've got to do this now. And Callum's camera, mate. I have no problems with anyone's camera.
It's every time he kind of moves.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's gone back this time,
yeah,
but yeah,
that must
it's gone
now
back.
I'm stuck. Something's happened now. What?
I
You
don't
shit
know,
thing.
it might be a setting. I think it's like it auto seasons.
You must. I think you are. I think that's what you've done.
God, but we're all on the move now.
I'm just putting it back. There we go. That's right. Right. Okay. So what is this
I'll
one?
look before I get to bed tonight.
It's done it again. This is what happens now to you lot. You're bloody pain in the arse, you lot. Mr. Mole, there we have. We got you there,
Hello,
mate. Mr. Mole, you are in the house. You keep moving around, but you're pain in the arse. Why would Mr. Mole be simple? It just wouldn't happen, would it? I bet his mum says, "Oh, he was a difficult kid. He was a little shit when he was a kid." I bet his mum. If we got his mum on the show one day, we will. He will be on the. She will be on the show one day, and she will tell us how much of a little sod he was, because I bet he was a right little bugger.
Guys, while Cooperman's dealing with that, I'm going to tell you about our partner. Well, one of our partners, affiliates, Rafe. Rafe Energy Clean,
Don't let
zero
Jean talk
sugar,
about Rafe. She
antioxidant
nearly got us
rich
banned last
formula
time, Matt.
has been designed to give you the boost that you need to complete you at the top level. With more caffeine than the competition, you'll be playing harder for longer. If you want to boost your levels and power through the day or any sport or gaming event, then this is the fuel that you will need to keep you going. With our code, Cooperman, discount, you'll get 10% off anything over at Rafe Energy Products over there on their website. Use the code Cooperman and go over to www.drinkrafe.com for all your high-octane energy needs throughout the day. Gosh,
And when you withdraw symptoms from all the caffeine you're drinking and you're trying to play your games and you can't grip it right, what can you use?
I think that's my calling in life, just to be like one of those people who just like, you know,
It's got to a point
just to be a
where,
caller,
right,
just to be like
isn't she lovely?
a voiceover. That's it. Thank you, Jean.
Did she call to say I love you, or has she got superstition?
She's
I don't know
very
what that means. I don't know what that means.
superstitious.
But it's got to the point, right, where there's not enough time for me to sort.
Hello, Carl.
All I seem to be doing is sorting Callum's camera out for the whole stream. It's getting ridiculous now. It's getting
Look,
stupid.
you'll have to search that out. You have to look
You're
that
going to
up.
sort it out, man, because it's not my side.
It's
your
some
side.
what?
Paul's camera's fine. Ben's camera's brilliant. It's your camera.
How do you even search that?
You're
on,
Joey.
How do you even search that on Google? Like, what do we put?
You
in?
just put what's wrong with Callum's camera.
Yeah, what's wrong? Callum's camera's been up funny again.
What's wrong with Callum's camera? God's sake, man. Right.
Right. So Gene.
Yeah.
So Gene's come now, so we have to start
How
from
are
the
you doing?
beginning. Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Oh.
So,
I swear, if you do that thing to me, I'm gonna.
Mark, what have you been up to today, Mark? Anyway, who cares how boring that is? Callum, what have you been up to today, mate?
Checkmate.
Go on, what have you been doing? What have you been up to, Cal? Anything exciting? No, absolutely not. Any boring. Who cares anyway?
It doesn't work.
Gene, what have you been up to?
Nothing.
Oh, well, there you go. Anyway, carry on. No, right. In all seriousness now, how are you, Gene the Queen? Tell us about what's been going on in your life the past few days. Because you've been missing after streaming. Everyone's been very, very
A lot of people have
upset
been
about
asking
it.
where Gene the Queen is.
Yeah, well,
There's been riots and everything.
Yeah, there is.
What?
Germany.
Can I ask you a question?
hey, can I-
Germany are about
yeah.
to
Go on,
overthrow
Gene.
the government.
There's 3,000
Yeah.
police
Stevie Wonder's
raided,
on the show.
raided 25 houses in Germany,
Yeah,
Has
25
this been
people
on?
have been arrested in
and
Germany,
only
haven't they?
25 was arrested. Whether anything will come of that,
that's-
we don't know. That
that's
was
some
because they
resources.
wanted to overthrow the government.
That's right. There was an attempt to
Do you know
coup,
what?
but they got it
Do you know
first.
why this attempted
Have you
coup
watched
is?
this show? Because we've literally had half an hour talking about that.
Oh, I
Do you
haven't
know-
seen
Show
that
stopping.
bit, no.
Never mind.
Do you know?
How are you, though, Gene? That's what I want to know. How are you?
Uh,
That's what I want to know. How are you? That's what people are asking.
not really
How
good.
are you,
Not
Stevie
really
Wonder?
Good. Not really good tonight.
You're not good.
No.
I thought you was going to have a break, you see.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd come up and see that my show was going well.
There we
See how
go.
you were dealing with it all.
Yes, I didn't she? She's a bugger, isn't she?
See if he's keeping the
Do-
quality up.
Do you know why?
Exactly.
See if the quality's the same.
I think I
Of
know
course
why
it's not.
Germany's cooing the government
Why?
because
Why
they're
do you reckon
they're
it is?
just so salty about going out of the World Cup.
That could be that.
They're all just bitter, angry.
Has Gene done any
Germans
welding
getting
today?
really,
I don't
like-
think so. Ginny, you done any welding today? No welding today. No,
No,
welding today.
tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow
Yeah.
to do that. Who said that?
Who do you think?
It begins with Carl.
Oh,
It ends with Ooper.
Carl, be careful.
There'll be no Christmas dinner for you bugger. Go on. So go on, Gene. Tell us something exciting. So what have they said? Are you at the doctor's
I
tomorrow?
get his first message now. It's kind of smart when you think about it. It's because Jean, his first message. Isn't she lovely?
Who said that?
Did she call to say I love you? Or
Yeah,
is
it's
she,
all Stevie
she
Wonder's.
just-
Yeah. I mean, I got that straight
No,
away.
you
It's pretty
didn't.
easy, wasn't it?
He was like, I don't know what that means. Don't
No, I
don't
say
act
that.
smart.
No, I didn't
Come
say
on.
that. So, how
Hey,
dare you, how
Dunning
dare
Cougar
you?
effect that.
Absolutely. So we're gonna absolutely. we've been discussing about the woke world that we live in. And we had a call from.
Look how-
It was a real. I honestly thought someone was. I thought it was Carl, or I thought it was Lewis. I thought it was.
No,
who's it?
his
accent was so good.
It was like, yeehaw, look at my trucker hair. I am
It
an
was,
American.
Well,
It was really
can't
good.
Can't really do that, mate.
Why,
Not,
the other
not,
way?
not in this woke environment, man.
No,
We'll get banned, won't
I
we,
don't
mate,
give a
for
shit.
taking the piss,
Look how
won't we?
woke Jean looks today.
She's so woke. She's like a.
Isn't that the new word for the year or something?
I think
Go,
people just
mate,
say
you go
woke
woke,
for everything.
You go broke.
You
the
know.
guy was right.
If somebody gets like a green herbal latte at Starbucks, like
That's woke, man.
look how woke my coffee is.
And they take a picture of it and put it all over Facebook.
Yeah, put
Look,
about
man, I'm in the
100,
environment, man.
100 pictures. They take pictures like, stood on the table and everything over it like.
Bit smart, isn't it? Who would do that? Who
Oh
would
my
ever do that?
God, the world's gone upside down. Do you
I mean,
know?
Wearing a kilt, you're looking underneath.
Oh,
Correct,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
I mean, Carl did used to take. Carl was on this site and he used to send pictures of his pooing. He sent it to ratemypoo.com. There is an actual site there, and people used to rate the poo.
So is that .com or .co.uk?
It's .com. It's .com. It's ratemypoo.com, and it's a real site. It's a real site, man. It's a real
Do you know
site. I'm
what?
telling you.
I used to have a lad on Snapchat that used to do that.
You send
Send
you
you poo pictures. They'd be like, look
Why
at
would
this
you-
one.
Mate, I'm
But
not
the
being
thing,
funny.
what do you say? Like, how do you rate it?
Holy shit, you're stupid.
I used to. I
That's
eventually ended up. Well,
crazy.
I did end up blocking him eventually. But how do you rate a poo?
Well, because as in sturdiness,
like out of thickness, lengthness, how many pieces of corn there
how
is?
big it is, wow.
Like artistic, like
There is an actual because I funny enough, I kind of know about poos, right?
Believe you
I've got given a judge thing about 1 to 10. 1 being like water, 10 being like you can't get it out. It's like a brick.
This doesn't come up to...
And it comes all the way down.
I tell you, he doesn't come up to 1.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but thanks.
But how woke is your poo though when you do
my
it?
poo is that woke. It comes out brown on purpose. That's how woke it is.
We're gonna move on anyway
It is,
because I
man.
don't want people thinking we're talking about
it's horrible.
woke feces.
And I stink.
All we know is that Cooper's like a field of cows on lactative.
Oh yeah,
Full
baby.
of shit.
Oh yeah. You know what? It's even better, mate. That is true, man. Give it up to woke poo, and if you're not into that, you can perhaps
You'd think you'd
watch
had a,
some of that,
you'd
and
think
maybe.
you'd had a whole tin of Andrews.
step bro?
Sorry about that.
Fucking-
Sorry about
someone's
that.
gonna have
I
to
sent a
take-
picture of Mark's face, and it got rated 10. That's not very nice, Carl. I've got a horrible thing to say.
The thing is, which Mark?
Yeah, it was.
He's bloody missed it! What a prat! What a prat!
You're right, mate.
Hey, someone needs to take those fucking buttons off you. By the way, seriously.
I did think
you're
I
like
was
a crackhead.
going to. Listen, man, the crowd loves me. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Thank you. No, stop it. Oh, no, stop it. Oh, you swine, get off me. Oh, baby, get off me. Oh, you weirdo.
You need to wake up now,
Oh, my
Mark.
God.
Mark,
Oh, there you go. Sorry about
stop
that.
your dreaming.
Yeah, stop your
How
dreaming.
dare you?
Come on, wake up.
Oh,
Mark,
Mark,
I like
please.
that.
That's my own brother.
She lives with you. She probably eats you every night saying, Harrison, stop them, you dirty bugger.
Right, I'm sending them for you, mate. They are on the way for you, man. And all I can say is this, right?
You must feel the force around you.
You need
It's
to
like
no,
a rap version.
Can you,
You must feel the force
That was
around
brilliant.
No, Mark, you need to stop now.
Mark,
Come on. Someone needs to take those buttons off him. seriously.
You must feel the force around
We've
you.
lost Mr. Mole. Where's he gone?
Don't know. Is he still in the call?
He's muting himself and gone off. I don't know where he's gone. I've got no idea what's going on. He's disappeared at all. So, guys, let's get back to some news. See if we can upset anyone else. Did we find Peter? Did we find him? Did we find him on the computer? Peter.
I thought it was Steve.
Oh,
What was he called? No, it's Peter.
Patreon. What did he say? Patreon Pete.
Patreon Pete. He was called. He was doing a go woke, go broke, man. Go woke, go broke. Don't forget, guys. Ring this. 01253 670202. That's the call. You ring us. We can talk to you. You can have a moan and talk about whatever you wish on all the platforms we are on at the moment. He's gone down a hole. He probably has done, knowing him. How about this for cheekiness? The government has put a big flyers out and big announcement saying, in this climate, just try and at least heat one room in your house. So what does our Prime Minister want us to do? All get together and huddle up, right, and just sit there in one room in a blanket. How
Callum,
mad's
where
that?
are you?
That's
There you
crazy.
are.
There he is. He's back. Hello, Busy
Hello,
Izzy.
Busy Izzy.
Busy Izzy. She's got her
Izzy's
own.
here.
You know what I'm going to give you, Busy Izzy? You're going to get your own. Every time you say something, this is going to be your new sound. Are you ready for this? Hey, Busy Izzy, because she's a beautiful lady. She's a beautiful lady.
Mother
Jean's well cool with her glasses on.
Hello,
There you
Izzy.
go. So yeah, the government has told us to sit in one room and heat that with
the government.
couple of logs.
I don't really listen to the government, when they tell us to sit in one room and heat up, while they're sat under a fucking log cabin, fire or something, or in a nice big room, when they got all the heaters and stuff around them.
Very true, Mark.
Fucking.
Very true.
I keep swearing, but they're like, no.
Just tell us when you're going to swear so you can do it,
But
mate,
I
as well.
guarantee none of these power cuts and cutbacks happen in rich areas.
If they want us, If they want us to sit in one thingy, yeah, they need to go out and sit in one and experience it for itself, yeah. Because I know what it's like in my house when I wake up. It's bloody cold.
It is cold.
Very cold.
It's really cold.
Actually, the temperature's going to drop this weekend.
So I believe.
In some parts, it's going to be 10 degrees below.
Jesus Christ.
Minus 10?
-10.
That's bad, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that is bad.
What
Do you know what? Do you know what the funny thing is? Yeah, this is how funny life will probably be. Yeah, right. The only time we need to save electric, yeah, and I bet it's the only time the UK will have a massive snowstorm or something.
Oh yeah, I bet it's always the case.
Well, it's on the
mate?
cards,
Always the case.
isn't it, for a snowstorm?
I'm a bit too yellow tonight.
That'll be the only time, yeah, when we need to save heat and stuff. No, but yeah, the government, people coming out and saying that, yeah, it's so easy for them to say because they don't have to suffer like other people are suffering. I'm not saying that we are.
They do not.
Well, you know, there's more people suffer more than there's levels of suffering.
A lot worse.
But they are not on the low spectrum of that suffering, and it's easy for them to come out and say, just one room and save your electric, please. Do it for the UK, please. We're asking you to. Do you know what I mean? And
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're sitting at home in their nice, lovely, warm houses. It is ridiculous, and they can't tell me, yeah, because when COVID was on, when they were telling us to stay away from each other, and they were having parties and shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Do you know what I mean? So it's double standards. It really is.
Talking about COVID a minute.
Arses.
Mark, just talking about a little bit about COVID a minute.
Okay.
Today in Parliament, a baroness had to leave the Parliament because she's supposed to have had £30 million in a bank.
30 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a payout from the government for COVID masks, which her nephew...
Whoa, right. Start again.
The government gives somebody £30 million.
Yeah.
Why?
Fucking hell.
That was for payment for masks and for the COVID thing. You know, masks and shields
PPE,
and gloves and all that.
Yeah, personal protection.
Yeah.
PPE.
And it was, and she in her bank had 30 million.
She's had 30 million?
Walk out of,
wow.
She's had to walk out now of Parliament today. Baroness something, I can't remember her name. Baroness something.
Yeah, let's give her some shit. I think she deserves a bit of crap.
So what? She's basically kept the money in, but that's ridiculous.
Well,
I've just got to do a shout out, guys. A shout out to TFG Runny 139. If you're in the house, thanks for dropping in, man. If you are there, say hello, mate. Say hello. Nice to see you, man. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you. Well, I can actually have a look who's about, you see. So, come. Sorry, what was you saying, mate?
No, I couldn't find the name.
But it's right. Baroness something is her name is. She's a baroness anyway.
That is despicable.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
so,
disgusting.
You know what got me?
You're telling... Wait, so, I'm sorry, Callum, for cutting you off.
Oh, Mark's done it. Oh, thanks, Mark.
I was just saying, no, what
Did you
gets
just do
me
the shout
with
out,
yeah.
I did it
with what they
I just did it exactly
with
the same
all
time.
this stuff. It's like that Matt Hancock and all that stuff with COVID. He thinks because he's went on I'm a Celebrity, people are now going to accept him again.
He's another one. He's another one.
He's
leaving. He's not standing for the...
he has decided not to stand at the next general election.
Yeah,
he's going to not be an MP anymore, which is good credit to him. Well done, you know.
Because he thinks he can get to the people in a different way.
He still did what he did.
Yeah. He's still what, sorry?
He still did what he did, but yeah.
Yeah, but what did he actually do, though? What did he actually do, really?
Well, they all broke it, but he broke COVID rules.
He broke right.
Everyone else in force.
Yeah, but he broke COVID rules. He didn't have a big party or anything like that. Yes.
No, but these are the people who are.
The thing is, here's the thing. Yeah, it's double standards.
Oh, of course it is. I'm not denying the fact.
Because at the end of the day, people weren't allowed to see their family members who died while they were nonchalantly having a whale of a time.
This was somebody in his office. It was his office.
Yeah,
There's someone who worked in his office, and he had an affair with her. And having the affair bit is worse than what he did.
But regardless to that,
because it was someone who worked next to you anyway in his office. He was in proximity, so he never broke COVID rules that way, surely.
Because they still biologically they weren't allowed to.
Supposed to be 2 meters apart, wasn't you?
And they weren't.
You're not allowed to kiss your colleagues, are you?
How? Like you said,
how about if they're really, really good looking?
But
it's not that.
We had to be right.
There weren't rules, there were guidelines.
We have to be 2 meters apart.
That was guidelines.
Yeah, we have to be 2 meters apart from people,
guidelines.
or we're getting arrested. Yeah, but he's allowed to be 2 inches deep in some woman that he's just met.
Yeah, but shit, have you seen
not
that?
just met,
but baby.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't all see the thing is
all they did was a bit of this.
If there's just local Tommy down at his pub with a random bird, and it's on the news, that's all right. This is someone who's enforcing this. It's like follow the leader, isn't it?
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. On that side of it, yeah, you're absolutely right.
By example.
You're absolutely right,
it comes to something as well, when the Prime Minister himself said he's not standing.
Well, I'm not being funny, right? Why, right? The whole world is turned against Matt Hancock, right?
Apart from what he did,
how I like to call him now, Matt Handjob.
Apart from what he did, cheating on his wife.
He cheated on his wife, and he broke the guidelines. He broke a guideline.
You can say guidelines, or you can say you can call it whatever you want, yeah. But we still had to follow. We still had to follow the guidelines.
But what he did is nothing, absolutely nothing, to compared to what the Labour leader did.
Nah.
He had curry and beers, and when they were all sat in this big room all together, that's far worse, right? Yeah. Also, Boris Johnson having fucking birthday parties with his wife and shit.
That's just as bad.
I'm not being funny. That's nothing compared to what Matt. What Matt
because he invited
did.
loads of people around. There was a group full of people.
It was just him and his secretary.
But again, this is what it comes. It comes back to.
It's more to do with cheating on his wife. That's the worst bit about it. Not it broke COVID rules. It was sat next to her all day anyway.
Cheating on his wife.
For a minute, his wife. That's the worst thing. But for the UK, and the citizens,
absolutely. Yeah.
Of course. The thing is, you got to realise
COVID wasn't fake. That's false news.
No, COVID was fake. He said.
COVID was not fake though.
So
that's stupid.
This is the thing, yeah. You say all he did is he was sat next to some woman he works with. That's fine, yeah. I get that, yeah.
Absolutely.
But if we did that,
people did.
No,
mate.
but what I'm saying is we did that, yeah. Yes, we got caught doing that, yeah. Right.
There was people across the road from us who used to go and buy barrels of beer and have parties, wasn't there, Gene?
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any names.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying people didn't.
But the people that didn't follow, right? Hold on. But the people that broke these rules and all that stuff, they're the ones that have been so woke and bullshit about Matt Hancock, and they broke the rules worse than he did. So it's bullshit.
I think it's because like I said,
standards, mate.
Like I said, I don't have a problem with Matt Hancock. I don't.
All of y'all are stupid.
I don't care. But at the end of the day, it's like Callum said. He's there to, He's one of those leaders of the UK. Do you know what I mean? He's meant to be setting a standard.
He's the guy who's all over. Do you know when they're going out? They're going out. They're in parties, which is wrong, obviously. But then you've got the guy who's enforcing this and telling people that this is wrong. Yeah. Making out with another girl, and then you got Boris Johnson, throwing his party in, a Labour leader. It's all that thing. They're forcing us to do what they want us to do.
Yeah, Boris was very true. Boris was just as bad.
No, Boris was worse.
But
Boris was a lot worse.
I think they made it worse though.
Boris was worse.
Those two shot themselves in the foot because
Starmer was worse.
How many?
That knobhead. Who was that knobhead that used to help Boris Johnson? What was he called? He was worse as well. The one that went. He was trying his car out just to see if it worked or something bullshit, and he went like 200 miles. And how about the idiot who went to see his parents and stood outside the house? Oh, he shouldn't have been even travelling.
Do you think when people?
This is what I mean. So these are a lot worse than Matt Handjob. Absolutely, so much worse than him.
Do you think when this Matt Hancock thing came out, and do you think it gave people the mentality of like, well, if he can do it, why can't I? Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely true.
So he made it hard. He made it.
Who were the worst?
On the police and everything.
You know who are the worst people that broke the rules? during lockdown.
Who's that?
Generation.
Don't say
Z.
Z. Don't say
Gen
Z.
Z were the worst.
I'm not really asked. It's
Gen Z were the worst, and the boomers. They were the worst ones.
And anything
the
to
boomers
take
thought,
a stab
"Sod
at
it, I'll
Gen
do
Z,
what you
any
want."
other generation.
It's
Anything to take
I
a
mean,
stab at a generation.
You know who were the best? Generation X.
Do you
the
know
best.
what?
Absolutely the best.
I think
Millennials were all right as well, but they're
that
just
stayed in the
weirdos, aren't they?
street.
Hey?
I think we're the only ones.
No, the boomers were like
That stayed in.
boomers were the ones who were like, it's just it's just a cold.
Yeah, that's very, very true. A lot of the older people were like, we're sod it, we're off
No,
out.
no, no, no. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
believe
that's what they
that.
were like.
It's true.
I don't believe
That's
that.
what they were like.
they were,
Yeah.
It's just a cold, we'll be all right.
No.
And they're the ones most at risk, man.
I was
I don't
working
believe
when
that.
And the ones that
COVID.
didn't give a shit were this. I mean, there's arguments on everything, but you know, if we'd have just done it a bit sooner, right, and done it properly, and
Well, it's
actually
done and
followed the
dusted now,
rules
isn't it?
for that short period of time, we would have been out of it a lot
Well,
quicker.
the problem is,
And that's the facts.
The problem is with Earthlings, they are unruling.
They're
And
just
therefore, we
idiots, aren't
cannot be ruled. You can try, but eventually,
I mean, I get we did it for what we did it for, and I don't